Good morning. Welcome to the NA3HL show for Saturday, February 8th. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games that I'm recapping today. The first one was Norwich went to the Northeast Generals, and that was a pretty good game, I'd have to say. It was tied 4-4 after 3. The goalies were Patron and Belly. This game ended up going to a shootout. Four different players scored for Northeast. Ryan Bernard had 2 goals and no apples. The shots ended up being 48 for the Generals and 36 for the Sea Captains. The game-winning goal was E. Yates in the shootout, and the Generals won the shootout 2-1, which made the final score 5-4 in favor of the Generals. Patron got the win. He played 65 minutes. He saved 40 of 44 shots. Belly got the loss. He played 65 minutes. He saved 28 of 32 shots. The game was played in front of a crowd of 110. Generals improved to 23-16-1. Norwich drops to 19-14-2. The next game on the list was the Maine coming to Binghamton to play the Buzz. And this game was, well, let's put it this way. Maine, there was no scoring in the first, so it was still 0-0 after 1. Shots on goal in the first, Binghamton 24, Maine 10. Binghamton started the scoring in the second at 5:13. Peterson started the scoring at 5:13. Then Gates at 12:18 of the second on a power play. And then Binghamton scored again, Ethan Miller at 18:36, which made the score 2-1 after 2. Shots on goal in the second, 13 for Binghamton, 9 for Maine. Then in the first, one of the newer players for Binghamton at 3:57, D. Terendi. And then at 18:24, B. Bess scored to make the final score Binghamton 4, Maine 1. Shots on goal in the third was 14 for Binghamton, 11 for Maine. The totals 51 shots for Binghamton, 30 for Maine. Peterson and Pomerleau were the goalies. Pomerleau got the loss. He saved 47 of 51. Peterson got the win. He saved 29 of 30. Bess had a goal and 2 apples for Binghamton. That was played in front of a crowd of 41. Binghamton improves to 27-8-1. Maine falls to 17-22 and 1. The next game was Wisconsin traveling to Rochester. And Wisconsin beat Rochester 6-4. The game-winning goal was N. Mix at 17:03. The goalies were Kelly and Dublin. Mix had 2 goals and no apples. Schreiber had no goals and 2 apples for 2 points. T. Woods for Rochester in the loss had 1 goal and 2 apples for 3 points. Kelly gets the win. He saved 31 of 35. Dublin gets the loss. Dubin gets the loss. He saved 18 of 24. Wisconsin improves to 20-11-4. Rochester drops to 23-11-3. Then the next game was the New Mexico at Texas. This was the second game of a 3-game series. And Texas outlasted New Mexico 5-2.
Tommy already took it down.
Griffin started the game. He played a minute and 41, and he didn't save anything. Then Rodney came in, and then Ralph played the whole game. Played the whole game for New Mexico. The game-winning goal was Jay Mazzone at 12:47. Shots on goal, 12-7 in the first, 9-13 in the second, 17-5 in the third. Crowley had a goal and 2 apples, and Katerina had a goal and 2 apples for Texas. Ralph got the loss. He saved 20 of 25. Romney got the win. He saved 36 of 38 shots. And that was played in the front of a crowd of 81. Texas improves to 28-8-2. New Mexico drops to 36-2. The next game was Mason City at Alexandria. Alexandria wins the game 5-2. Blake and Serene were the goalies. The scoring started by Mason City at 19:11 of the first. on a goal by B. Petrovsky, which made the score 1-0 at the end of one. Shots on goal, Alexandria 20 had 20 shots. Mason only had 8. There was no scoring in the second period, and the shots were 14 for Alexandria, 5 for Mason City. Alexandria scores to begin the third at 1:33 on a goal by E. Fletcher. Maine scores. Mason City scores on a goal at 8:41 by K. Cantorus. And then Alexandria exploded for 4 goals. The first came at 11:45 on a goal by C. Waller. The next one was at 13:57 on a goal by J. Simpson. And just a minute and 3 seconds later, E. Fletcher scores his second of the game at 14:54. And then at 19:17, A. Collins puts the icing on the cake with a goal. Fletcher had 2 goals, 1 apple. For Alexandria, Fletcher had 2 goals, 1 apple. Collins had a goal and an apple. C. Waller had a goal and an apple. And for Mason City, P. Manelroy, no goals and 2 apples. That was played in front of a crowd of 629. Serene got the win. He saved 17 of 19. Blake got the loss. He saved 48 of 53. Alexandria improves to 23, 15, 2, and 15 and 2. While Mason City drops to 16, 17, and 3. And the last game of the night, Great Falls and Sheridan. Ryder and Simon were the goalies. The game-winning goal was Jay Lang at 12:40 of the second period. Shots on goal, 15-14 in the first, 11-20 in the second, and 10-9 in the third. Final shots on goal were 43 for Sheridan, 36 for Great Falls. T. Obey had no goals and 2 apples. The game was played in front of a crowd of 386. Great Falls improves to 23, 12, and 3. Sheridan drops to 23, 12, and 2. That is the recap for Friday night's game. We have games today. Binghamton, Maine plays Binghamton on their second of 2.
Go play in your room.
So that game's at 6:45. The only difference is New Jersey goes to Norwich to play the Sea Captains today. And I'm doing the best of the best in the other divisions. So we will be back tomorrow on YouTube to recap the games for today. Please follow, subscribe, like, tell a friend about this. And guys, please go out to the Broome Ice Center tonight. Let's get a crowd of over 100, please, tonight. Try to. Because Binghamton is doing good in their first season in the NA3HL. So let's go out and support the team, please. So until tomorrow, keep your head up, keep your stick on the ice, and have a good rest of your Saturday, and be good to each other. We will talk to you tomorrow on YouTube.